In this section, we will learn about rate, ratio, and proportion. Before we do this, we have to understand converting percent into decimal or vice versa. Okay, let's say 1%. Okay, 1% means, this means 1 out of 100. So the decimal will be 0.01. So when you convert percent into decimal, just divide the percent by 100. And how about 10%? Okay, 10% means 10 out of 100. Then the decimal is 0.1. So multiply this 10, divide this 10 by 100. So it becomes 0.1. How about 100%? 100% means 100 out of 100, which is 1. So divide 100 by 100 is equal to 1. 1% divide 1 by 100, 0.01. So how about 25%? Okay, 25% is divide 25 by what? 100. So that will be 0.25. How about 36%? Then divide 36 by 100, which is 0.36. Okay, this is how we convert percent into decimal. How about from decimal to percent? Here it is 2.5. Then 2.5 is equivalent to what percent? Now multiply 2.5. Multiply 2.5 by 100%. And that is 250%. How about this number, 0.25? 0.5. Then multiply 0.25 by 100%. Then there will be 25%, which is this one. So converting from percent into decimal, divide the percent by 100. Converting decimal to a percent, multiply the decimal by 100. Then it becomes percent. Let's do one more time. 0.125. This is equal to what? Multiply 0.125 by 100%. Then 12.5%. So multiply the decimal by 100%, that becomes percent. Okay, then let's find out what is 65% of 800. Okay, for this expression, we can write an expression like this, equation. So what is? Let's say what? We don't know what x is, what this means, so let's make it an x. So x is 65% of 800. Then x is 65%. Change this one into decimal. So divide 65 by 100, 0.65. Of means multiply by 800. Then x is equal to, okay, 65 times 8, okay, 0.65 times 800 is equal to 5 times 8, 40, 6 times 8, 48, times 4, plus 4, 52, 0, 0. There are two decimals, so get rid of 2, so 520. So 65% of 800 is 520. Multiply 65%. Before we multiply, convert 65% into decimal, 0.65, and multiply the base 800. So in this example, we can make an equation like this, the amount. The amount is equal to percent times the base. Okay, so the equation looks like this. Some percent of some number, so 65% of 800. 65% of 800. Then this means multiply the percent by the base. 800 is the base. And this result is the amount. So let's try another example. Well, how about number 20? Okay, what is 300% of 16? So we are looking for what? The result of this product. So let's replace what with a variable x. The next is the percent times the base. The percent is 300%. So convert 300% to decimal is what? 3. Divide 300 by 100 is 3. Replace this off with multiplication by what? The base 16. So x equals 3 times 16 is 48. Okay, in this example, this example is 48 is the amount. So 48 is equal to 120% of one number. And this one number is the base. So let's make it a variable x. And 120% is 1.2 times x. So the amount 48 is equal to the percent 0.2 times the base x. Okay, then divide each side by 1.2. 1.2, then that is the base x. Okay, use the calculator, or you can multiply each numerator and denominator by 10. Multiply each numerator and denominator by 10. Then there will be 480 times over 12. Then reduce. Okay, 48 is 40. The 48 divided by 12 is 40. So x equals 40. So x is the base, which is this number. So actually 48 is equal to 120% of what? 40. Okay, this expression is 24% is what 24 is what percent of 80, and 24 is the amount, and what percent is this part, and the base is 80. So in this case, the amounts and the base are given. The amounts and the base are given, and we will find this percent. So write an equation. 24 is equal to what percent? Let's make it an x. So x times 80. So from here, we divide each side by 80. Then x is equal to 24 over 80. Okay, so x is equal to 24 over 80 is divided by, this is divisible by 24. Okay, divided by 8. 10. So this is 3 over 10. So x equals 0.3. Now the percent is 0.3. Then since we want to express the percent with the percentage symbol, so convert the decimal into percent, then this will be 0.3 is equal to 30%. So what percent is 30%? So 24 is 30% of 80. So 24 is equal to what? 30% of 80. So this is very important. Convert the decimal, because decimal represents the percent. So convert the decimal into a percent. So that we can write the answer with the percentage, 30%. Okay, here's a definition for ratio, rate, and the proportion. Okay, ratio of A to B means A over B. So we can write a ratio of two values, A to B, then write the fraction as A over B. So this is a fraction with the same unit. And rate is a fraction. Rate is also a fraction, but they have different units. So 30 miles per hour means 30 miles is the numerator, and per hour means over 1 hour. So this is rate is a fraction with different units. Ratio is also a fraction, but they have the same units. Then what is the proportion? Okay, proportion is an equation. Proportion equation that has fractions, and these fractions can be a ratio or rate. So let's try an example. Okay, the example 5, they say find the ratio. Okay, find the ratio of 4 feet to 8 inches using the same units. Okay, this one has different units, so write the expression for the ratio. Okay, ratio is the first expression over the second expression. So it'll be 4 feet over 8 inches. Okay, this one has different units, so we want to make same unit. So let's change it into inches. So we know that 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So why don't we multiply conversion rate. 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So the unit feet is in the numerator. So why don't we use this 1 foot in the denominator? 1 foot. Then 12 inches will be the numerator. Okay, so the numerator and the denominators are equal. So the top and bottoms are equal, the numerator and denominator is equal. So this is actually equal to 1. So multiplying 4 feet over 8 inches by 1 is equal to 4 foot over 8 inches multiplied by 12 inches over 1 foot. So we can cancel out the units, feet and feet, and inch. So this will be 4 over 8 times 2 over 1. Then reduce. 4, 8, 2 is 4. 2 over 2 is 1. 4 over 4 is 1. So 1 over 1. Wait a minute. I think I made a mistake. Is that a mistake? 4 feet. Now this is correct. Yes, I made a mistake. This is not 2. This 12 inches, right? 12 inches. So let me remove this. So this gotta be, okay, let me rewrite this. So this is equal to 4 over 8 times 12 over 1. Then 4 divided by 4 is 1, 8 divided by 4 is 2, 12 divided by 2 is 6, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we can write 6 over 1. So this is the ratio of 4 feet to 8 inches using the same unit. So 6 to 1. So this is the ratio. The ratio will be 6 to 1. Okay, there are two right triangles, and these two triangles are similar. Similar means the corresponding parts, the ratio of this triangle, the ratio of the corresponding part of the smaller triangle is equal to the ratio of the corresponding parts of the larger triangle. So, okay, let's write an equation using the proportion. So the ratio of the base times height. Okay, I will use the ratio of the base to the height of the smaller triangle should be equal to the ratio of the same thing, base to the height of the larger triangle. So the ratio is the base to the height, so 4 to 3. The ratio of the base to the height of the smaller triangle is 4 to 3. Then this should be equal to same thing, the ratio of the base to the height of the larger triangle. So the base is x and the height is 6. Okay, the numerator is the base. Numerator is the base, and the second part is the height. Okay, height is the denominator. So we have an equation using the ratio of base to the height of the smaller triangle and is equal to the ratio of the base to the height of the larger triangle. Then we want to find this x, the length of the base of the larger triangle. How do you find this x? Okay, the equation has one fraction, then we can use cross multiply. Cross multiply. So cross multiply. So 4 times 6. 4 times 6 is equal to 3 times x. Then 4 times 6 is 24 is equal to 3x. Divide each side by 3. Then x equals 8. Interchange the side. X equals 8. So the base of the larger triangle is 8. Since it's similar, if you multiply the base by 2, okay, 4 became 8 by multiplying the base of the smaller triangle by 2. So it becomes 8. Then multiply the height of the smaller triangle by 2. Then 6. So it's proportional. The larger triangle is proportional because multiply each side of the smaller triangle by 2. Then it satisfies each length of the larger triangle. So this is a proportion.